I don't know if sometimes you feel like your fingers are tied, like you just can't play properly. What you want to play, in a clean way, in a proper way, and especially the way you hear it in your head. Here, I'm talking about having good dexterity, having good control over your saxophone so you can finally stop overthinking. And so you can actually start playing music. And now, you're probably wondering, what am I doing here? Actually, I'm in the wonderful city of Quebec where I came to spend a few days with my family. And I also have a gig tonight, so I'm taking the opportunity to make you a tutorial right from my hotel room with my Imeo, which technically shouldn't bother anyone around. So, obviously, to have good dexterity, you could say right off the bat that you just need to practice a lot, on a regular basis, for several years. But there are still some catalyst exercises, you could say, that will help you progress more quickly. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. And actually, I'm telling you, honestly, this exercise that I've been practicing for about a year and a half, has completely changed things. The way I approach fingerings, dexterity, and timing on the saxophone. I really feel like it loosened up my fingers. It really helped me a lot. So, I'm convinced it'll do the same thing for you. If you practice it on a regular basis, not just once every 2 weeks, but really every day. But I'll show you how to do it the right way, in a smart way, so it doesn't take too long and you get the best possible results. Actually, you can do this exercise to, first of all, loosen up your fingers, improve your dexterity, and really increase your fluidity on the saxophone. And you can also just use it to warm up. That's what I often do. And now you might be thinking, okay, do I have to practice this 16 hours a day to get results? Absolutely not. 5 to 10 minutes a day, if you do it regularly, of course, that's more than enough. Obviously, if you do more, you'll see faster and more concrete results, but even just 5 to 10 minutes, if you don't have much time, that's perfect. And the even cooler thing about this is that you'll be working on something else without even realizing it. What I'm talking about here, basically, is a principle, kind of like in the movie Karate Kid. I don't know if you remember, but Daniel San had to do repeated movements. He didn't really know why he was doing it, and at one point, he was even upset. So this exercise will give you some tips for creating enclosures, wrapping notes into your improvisation. It's really amazing because without even realizing it, I'll give you the exercise, you'll practice it. In a few weeks, I'll get back to you with another video, maybe even before that. And then, I'll show you some concrete exercises on chords and you'll already have everything in your fingers. And I also mentioned that I was heading out to a gig. So, what I'm going to do to prove it to you, if I can film, of course, it should be fine. I'll show you live what I do with that exercise. And you'll see, I'll prove to you that I always use this in my improvisation, ever since I started practicing it. Like I told you, for me, it really opened a lot of doors, both in my dexterity and in my improvisation. So, what is this famous exercise? It's extremely simple. Actually, you're going to group 3 notes together. And if we put degrees on those 3 notes, if we were in minor, basically it would be 1, 3, 2, 1. So tonic, minor third, second, and 1. For example, if I start on D, I'll play D, F, E. D, that's all, like that. I have a trumpet sound. Why not use a saxophone? I dislike synthetic saxophone sounds. I already play saxophone, so I take the opportunity to explore other sounds. That's the foundation of the exercise. So, you'll just do that at first. And now, next, you're going to raise your tonic by a half step, if you want. So, we just did D, F, E, D. Now, you're going to move everything up by a half step. You'll go to E flat, G, flat and F, which basically gives you a minor third, second, 1, but an E flat minor. It's exactly the same pattern, the same principle. So now, if I put those two patterns together, one after the other, it would basically give me D, F, E, D. And then E flat, G flat, F, and E flat. And it would sound like this. Now, what we're going to do is keep moving up. So, I just played E flat, G flat, F, E flat. Now, you can guess that I'm going to move up to E. So, I'm going to play E, G, F sharp, and E. So, that gives me again a minor third, 2, 1, but like an E minor, like this. So if I go back to the beginning and start again with D, F, E, D, E flat, G flat, F, E flat, E, G, F sharp, E, it would sound like this. Now, what would happen if I kept going up, still keeping, of course, the same parameters, the same degrees? So, I'm going to keep doing A, minor third, 2, 1. There, you see, I did it over an octave. So, I finished my run on D with the octave key. That gives me a complete exercise. But now, what you really need to do is go all the way up. By finally ending on D here, because you'll finish by playing D, F, E, D. If you start finding this complicated and you're getting a bit lost, don't worry, I'll leave you a PDF that explains everything in the description. What's the best way to practice this across your whole instrument? If you've never done it before, and even if you know it by heart, I'm telling you, I do it every day at 60. Of course, I know the pattern, but what I want is to do it with such precision. With the metronome set to 60, we forget about the metronome, and that's what makes the difference. If you do it super fast and rush through it, it doesn't do anything at all. What you really want is to even out your fingers, balance your dexterity, and combine that with a click. Even if you don't feel like it, I'm telling you, trust me, do it. For me, it really made a difference. In my life as a musician, obviously. But it changed things. The way I play, the way I approach timing. It really, really helped me a lot. So, this exercise is good for all levels. Alright, it's definitely time for me to leave the hotel room because it's almost noon. So, we're heading to the gig. But first, I have a quick stop to make at a music store. I hope I can find Van Reeds. I'm really curious to try them out. So it's really cool because I found them here, the Van Reeds. I only bought one because they're not cheap, $32.95 Canadian, and I also found a nice little. So we can check it out together, nothing less than a marble table. So I can assure you I don't have this at home, but here, we're going to take advantage of this beautiful marble table and I'll let you hear the difference between the light reed I have on my bag right now and the Van. I haven't played this reed yet. I have no idea, maybe it'll be a disaster. We'll find out together. So here it is, this is the Van Reed. Here, it really looks like a real reed, a cane reed. But it's still a synthetic material. So, let's try it out right away. First, I'll play the Ligier for you, the Ligier. Now, I'm doing the ultimate test with this one here. don't know if you can hear the difference. Honestly, I don't like it very much. I find it sounds very plasticky, perhaps because I'm not used to it. And it's a little too easy. That being said, I have a 2.75 light, and that's a 2. And I got a 2 on the recommendation of a YouTuber who did the test with a 2.5. And he played exactly the same strength as me on the Legers and the Eng Reeds, which is a 3. And it was too hard, a 2.5, in the van. So maybe I should go for that. I still find that this Eng has a lot of power. Maybe a bit more than the Leger. I'll try the Leger again just for fun. Alright. Now, to be honest, I'm a bit confused because earlier, when I tried this one, I thought the sound wasn't very good. Now, I just put the Leger back on and maybe it's just a matter of getting used to it. Maybe this one, the Van, has a fatter, a bit broader sound. It's hard to say because I think a 2 is too soft for me. So, with a 2.5, that might be a winning combination.